sounds of the Rio Rancho Ram Band, this week's Band of the Week. Welcome back. A chili roaster has never been the object of affection by so many. The residents of Los Lunas and Belen have a particular love for one chili roaster. It's the one their respective football teams play for each year. Battle for the Roaster 2014, Belen hosting Los Lunas. Coach speak.
48 minutes of football tonight. And let's have fun doing it. You understand?
Yes, sir. Get ready to go out there and remind them whose house they're in.
Whose house they're in. Here comes the teams. Eagles, Manuel Romero gets the pitch back, sees the open hole, and he's on the way to the end zone. You're in my house. 7-0. Belen going up early. Student body likes that. Tigers trying to respond. Hunter Wisniewski dropping back, pass, letting it go, and go! Intercepted by Nick Aragon, and he's taking it all the way to the house, 13-0. Remember whose house you're in? Belen Eagles' house. Running theme all night. Belen goes on to win the game, 49-7. A couple of high school football scores to pass away, more of them. Aztec over Piedra Vista, 49-14. Wingate shut out by Kirtland Central, 60 bagel. Reporter pilot Bob Martin and photographer Matt Romo jumped into Sky News 13 tonight with a stop at Estancia on the Planner and a trip to the City of Lakes, and that's where we will start in the final leg of their journey. Santa Rosa Lions hosting winless Tucumcari in District 5 3A. Santa Rosa up 22-14 at halftime. Joaquin Sanchez trying to add to that. Joaquin running 52 yards up the middle before he's finally brought down. That would set up Dante Torriello's 10-yard touchdown pass to Nathan Sanchez, making it 30-14 Lions. Later in the third, Torello fighting his way for 32 yards. A little hard fought. He had to do a little spin move on the way. A few plays later, Steve Tenario taking it in from 12 yards, made it 38-14 at that point in the third, and that is the last score we got. Santa Rosa leading 38-14 in the third. District 2 3A, Dulce at Estancia, the home of the Bears, honoring one of the memory of Victoria Parra, who died of a brain tumor last week. The entire team wearing Parra's jersey, her name on their jersey, to also show support for her brother Carlos, a freshman on the JV. Game now, first play from scrimmage, and Cesar Quintana going 65 yards untouched for the score, motivated. Estancia going up 7-0 early, and I like those socks. Bears turning up the defense too. Cesar Quintana, triangle head, that would be safety. Adding to 9-0 Bears rocking. Then Adam Lujan from 14 yards out. Adam into the end zone, 16-0, and that's still in the first. From Sky News 13, Adam Lujan does it again, scoring yet another touchdown, this time from 13 yards out, and Estancia wins big, 74-0 over Dulce. All right, they also won the Spirit Stick, and how about that? Foothill had 510,000 votes, and they still didn't win because Estancia won the stick, and they got to celebrate afterwards.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you know, they were the very first winners of the Spirit Stick Championship for the entire year in our first year doing the show. We need to take another time out. A lot more Football Friday is on the way. Did you miss the action from last night? Jared is back with the rewind. And Titletown is hosting tonight. You know what I'm talking about. Artesia, where they're hosting the Coyotes. That's coming, but first, check out our Player of the Week.
It is that special time of the week again, folks. Time to crown this week's Player of the Week. And the POW goes to junior quarterback of the Cleveland Storm, Gabe Ortega. This kid had 8 completions on 11 attempts with 136 yards and 3 touchdowns last week in their first district win over Santa Fe. Ortega has over 1,700 total yards on the year, with 1,200 of that coming from this junior's arm. There you have it, folks. Gabe Ortega, this week's Player of the Week.